It will interest you to know, I won't call names, but if I call a name, you will weep. It's one of the largest work that has found expression in this side of creation. The current youth pastor of that work is a homosexual. And he's the one they gave the youth to. He's the one that normally carries children from children's church into teenage and say that there's a mentorship, there's a discipleship, a contact he needs to have with them so that they can catch or think fire. So when the devil is sending his lieutenants to various mountains of expression, he is intentional about who goes where. He secured certain positions for some people so that through them, certain incense of corruption can permeate the souls of men. That kind of man, he does not need to draw them into physical sin. He just needs to be saying the Bible said. Even if he's quoting scripture, the energy of his soul will draw them into the same action. You see, there's a way you practice a sin. Practice a sin. You will begin to understand that it is not only in light that people grow. There is spiritual growth in darkness too. The devil is interested in making sure you go beyond what you have been doing. There is also come up hither in darkness. Satan too can say you have dwelt on this mountain for too long. And so they begin to summon you into higher encounters, higher layers of compromise. One bottle of Gouda will not quench your thirst forever. You can start from there, but the time will come before you can satisfy that craving. You must have touched 3 or 4. You will not be turning to look at girls who dress, quite loose forever. One of these days, you will not be looking alone. You will be acting. Because a spirit will draw you deeper. You will not be peeping your phone and be watching pornography alone. One of these days, you will become a slave to the spirit of lust. And you will seek physically that which you have associated with mentally. There is growth on all sides. Both in darkness and in light. Men are growing. In the light of this truth, the real plan of Satan is to orchestrate seasons, orchestrate events that will, I shared with us some time back, and I feel for the sake of this teaching, I need to reiterate these points. If you don't consciously put in structures that can create certain arrangements to maximize protocols of growth into your daily routine, at default, you will be growing in darkness. Because all the impulses in the cosmos, they are wired to draw you into corruption. So by the end of every 24 hours, you must have grown. It's only a question of the growth. Does it tilt towards light or towards darkness? But there's either going to be transformation or conformation. And these two things are called growth. It's only about the kingdom that is defining it. You are the one that is calling transformation growth alone. In the kingdom of darkness, the more you are able to fraternize with altars of perversion, you have ranking among them. A time will come around you, the devil will establish a new structure. You will become a high place. The way high places are altars of worship, where people go and burn incense and pledge allegiance to gods. There is a way you practice a particular sin and there will be an aura around you. Demons will begin to accompany you because of how long you have tarried on that journey of compromise. There will be a scent around you. People will not even need you to look like that trade. There is a way you live in immorality. Whether you wear a turtleneck, you will be seductive in the eyes of men. Because what you have around you now, it has gone beyond appearance. You have become a high place. You are inviting men to come and worship, because on that altar of lust, everybody that comes around you will start having a sense of an invitation to worship. You see, sin is worship to Satan.